entertain me long enough to want me to feel like I wanted to unlock the character.
I was the same way, and everybody chewed me out for it, but I was not a fan. But I am a fan of ARMS as we go into this next game, ColdWeatherr versus IncredibleMeh. This is going to be losers finals coming up. Winner's going to fight Mr. M and Grands and see how it goes on Temple grounds. And
IncredibleMeh undefeated at Xanadu, could be staring down the barrel of defeat here. We're going to see how that goes for him.
Yeah.
ColdWeatherr has been sharp. It was a very close match hit with him and M2, so you never know how it's gonna go. What is he doing? He can't even see him.
Yeah.
He gotta get out of the pillar, or maybe he doesn't want the pillars. Maybe he wants to get rid of them.
Maybe he's trying to get him to hit it. Yeah, have to see.
Ooh, what a grab call out! Called him bouncing.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's an excellent grab coming through. You can see it looks like ColdWeatherr is really trying to play around these pillars, but IncredibleMeh not really giving him much room to go through. Finally, he throws out that grab, is able to throw him into it.
So in this case, the Manfred arm here, that's actually working to his advantage on the stunner. He did it a couple times already where he throws the punch out, let it get stunned, and then the other arm comes out before the stunner lag ends. So that's worked out for him, but other than that, he hasn't had a lot going here in this first match.
Yeah, honestly, I've been seeing a lot of Springtron since his release. It seemed like that whole stun thing wasn't as powerful as as people really thought as it first came out. Finally, that rush going to come through, and that might be enough.
That's got him the lead.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's got to play aggressive here because Meh could get another meter on before the time runs out. So he can't just try to run the clock here, and now he's lost the lead. So
yeah,
he's gonna have to make a really big play here. Nice job, but doesn't get the punish. He's got the guard low. I would go. He's got guard. He's got guard low. Go for him. I couldn't get it done.
It's not gonna do it. I'm surprised there were no grabs thrown. Obviously, grab is a huge commitment, but at that point, I feel like you don't have much to lose. You got to go for it all. But unfortunately, it did not pan out.
So here we go. Going into the next here. All the pillars are now gone, so ColdWeatherr is going to have to do this without the help of bouncing behind the wall.
Yeah. No protection on this one. Got the nade, finally, got 50 damage, and you can see IncredibleMeh trying to get the grab.
Oh,
follow up, finally the rush going to come through.
Not a big rush, though. Only 150 damage. That's not barely more than a punch. Yeah. So. Nice. Oh, man, he's just out of reach there. He had the perfect positioning, it seemed like, but he just didn't reach. The punch didn't get there.
Yeah, he jumped into it, too. I'm really surprised, but fortunately for ColdWeatherr, he's not shocked by that. Finally, he's going to land that grab. Got another one, but again, just barely out of range. It looks like he's never quite within that scope.
Well, he got that punch, but then he couldn't get anything going. There's a rush. Well, this match is on the line at this point, so
yeah,
you might as well go for it.
He needs another rush, though, and he's only got 40 seconds to make it happen. He should really just be throwing punches like a madman, but unless he's able to land these.
I mean, if Meh just keeps getting hit, that's going to do it.
Dancing around, but he can't throw him out like
here we
that.
go. Oh, he gets the hit. He's got the lead. Here we go. ColdWeatherr could take this match.
This is really scary. The final hit of Nate coming out. He's not going to have enough time for a rush. He needs to land one more hit. It's going to come down to the end here. Throws out the grab. It's not going to happen. Both these guys trying to get the final hit.
Here we go, and he gets it. So ColdWeatherr is going to take the match. He's got a shot at this game. And if could IncredibleMeh go down a game staring down defeat this heavily? Like, this is getting serious. ColdWeatherr has adapted.
Maybe yeah, this is unprecedented for him, too. You said that he won all the tournaments here. There are no pillars to hide behind. This is just going to be a slobber knocker coming into this final game of this match.
And here we go. What is going to happen here? It's still dead even. No hits, and there it is. ColdWeatherr gets first blood.
These guys are going to play super defensive, I think, just try to build up their rush. Finally, he has it going to wait for the wake-up. He's waiting to see him throw a punch. Finally does it. Throws out the grab. Uses it to block.
Meh knew it. Meh knew it. He knew that he was going to do the grab and cancel it with a rush. And he just said, I'm just going to wait for that and burn it out. So now ColdWeather's turn to block this. If ColdWeather blocks this rush, he's got a really good shot. Oh, he gets the nade as the rush comes out. That's unbelievable. That's 2 rushes that Meh's lost.
Yeah, that's honestly just unreal. The fact that he was able to stuff the nade. Unfortunately, gets hit by that one. Finally, the firework, ColdWeather kind of falling behind here at IncredibleMeh actually has more rush despite using it after. I think ColdWeather might be playing a little bit too defensively.
Yeah, he's kind of backed off once he got the lead, and that's worked out to Meh's favor here as Meh now establishes nearly a bar lead.
Looking scary. Finally, just more and more punches coming out from Meh. And remember, it doesn't matter how strong your lead was. It doesn't matter the rounds that you take if you lose the game anyway, and IncredibleMeh just trying to make that happen. Finally, lets out the rush. He's able to get around it. Does not go for the counter punch. Very smart by ColdWeather. He might be able to make this happen if he can make this rush work, but he's only got 15 seconds to do it.
He's got it there, so if he can connect this rush, he's got it online. Here he comes.
No.
And the bird hits him out, so he has to get a grab. That's the only thing he could do to win this match. And wait a minute!
What's the? I think it's a draw.
And it is Meh.
Wow.
It is Meh. They didn't know. They had no idea. Look at him sit back in his seat. He had no idea who won the match.
Like, that's one of those moments. Like, usually I'm really good at knowing when I see that, but that was just one of those things where you look at it so closely and you're like...
He just went.
That's 5 damage. That's one chip arm on a rush. That's all that was. So close there.
One blocked punch was the difference.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. Again, no pun intended. But he's itching these out, and well, at the very least, ColdWeather has him shook. Yeah, I mean, you saw the big sigh of relief.
Yeah.
But ColdWeather can't let this up. I mean, he knows he's almost there. And if he could get this going, it's going to be, he got a match. It was almost a game. He's right there. We'll see what he can do here, and the counter pick is going to be crucial. Yeah,
Via Dolces looks like where we're going. The character appropriate counter pick. This stage is kind of like an S. It's like a line, then the sideways line, then another sideways line. So it's got kind of a weird kind of setup to it. So I'll have to see how these guys can use their wits to make the most of it.
Yep, and I kind of warned you that ColdWeather was going to go here if he had an opportunity.
Yeah.
And he'll be bouncing around all over the place. So very strange letter. It's shaped like a piece of Tetris.
Yeah, that's a better way to describe it.
I don't even know what they're called. Somebody tell me.
They're called like tetrominoes, but I don't
know.
Yeah, I know
what this piece is called.
The S piece, who knows? But you can see how these guys are going to try to box somebody in the corner. That's the thing about the stage is if you get put into one of the side streets, it's very difficult to fight your way out. But it's very tight. There's not much time to react in terms of when the arms are coming at you because it's such a small stage.
So far, so good for King Cold here. He doesn't have his rush, but he's almost there. Oh, he just missed the stunner punish. There was no ColdWeather was on the ground.
Yeah.
There was no reason for Meh to do a stunner there other than a bait. So we'll see if ColdWeather realizes that.
And look at how close you are even after the grab. Usually when you get hit by a grab, you have a second to collect yourself. You've got some distance. Right there, IncredibleMeh is able to chain 2 grabs together basically, and finally breaks the arm with that rush, and that might be enough to do it now about 1 punch off.
That nearly comboed in the rush. So that was a good play by ColdWeather, knowing that his arm was in bad shape anyway.
Yeah.
It was going to probably bust the shield, and it does. So he takes the first match here with about 1 1/4 bars of health. So pretty solid win there.
Yeah.
Not a sigh of relief type match win yet, but we'll see what he can get together. Okay, so man, he is throwing that out a lot more now against ColdWeather than he had been before.
Yeah, definitely.
There's the rush. He gets the lead. I think he's just doing it as a bait. ColdWeather, we'll see. He hasn't been, but ColdWeather hasn't been able to punish it.
Yeah. Well, he's gotten some punches, but nothing crazy. As right now, IncredibleMeh has ColdWeather's basically half of his life is gone in this game. So I'm trying to make something happen. And you can see, you can kind of punch through the corner on this stage. Just something that, both these guys obviously know. But you can catch people off guard if they're unaware.
Try to catch him dashing there. And here we go. Oh, he got it.
Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't think he was going to land that.
I thought he had it, and then it looked fishy for a second. But,
yeah.
I thought it was a good play, and it gets ColdWeather even here. Very even. Looks like he has a slight lead, but it's still anyone's game. Now it's Meh's shot to retaliate here. Oh, he would love to get that, wouldn't he?
You see that advancing guard just running through with the grab, and you can see he's just so close. There's no time to react as he pulls the trigger on the rush, and that's going to do it. So right now we are in our final round of this. If IncredibleMeh can make it work, then he's going to be punching his ticket to Grand Finals.
Yep. And ColdWeather's got a shot to make this a Game 3 right here. Now, he does have a rush advantage right now because the rush was how the last game ended.
Yeah.
See, ColdWeather's not punishing that at all. So why not do it all the time?
Yeah.
He's making it work. All right.
And I feel like this counter pick is actually really benefiting Springtron more so than ColdWeather here, just because it feels like he's putting him on his back foot and just putting him in these uncomfortable situations, and ColdWeather isn't responding correctly.
Yep, and I agree with you. It really hasn't. We haven't seen anything about the stage benefit ColdWeather. We've just seen ColdWeather play well.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
he's doing right now.
Here he goes, and it's looking good. Gets
Nice.
the grab. Great job. 150.
Puts him in a terrible spot too with this rush. He has no time to react, but he answers back with a grab of his own. That's so bold.
There's still a lot of time left, though. I would not count him out just yet.
Yeah. But this guy's having rush. I think it's going to come down to that.
I think ColdWeather's just going to keep it. He's just going to keep rush until Meh uses his, because he has no reason to bother otherwise.
Sure.
And now it's Yassi, 2 bars to about 75% of a bar. So anybody's match. All right, he's going to go ahead for it. And he's going to get the game. And you see what he did there? He didn't use the other arm. I think he was worried about it knocking him out of it. So
That's smart.
He just kept the guarantee. So that was a really smart play to get the game off there.
Like, if he knocks him down, then that's the end of the rush, and then you have to land one more punch. Because he has the rush.
Because the dragon arm was Manfred was so close that
it's a hard knockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have knocked him down rather than shoot the beam. So really smart. Just the little details matter.
Yeah. That's the thing about this game, man. A lot of it is just this hidden depth that you don't know unless you play the game a whole bunch. But awesome stuff there. Rag's playing Bayonetta on our screen. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Well, he teamed with Lena, so.
That makes sense, I guess. Let's go, Rags. Here we go, guys. So game 3 coming up here. Is that Scrapyard? No, it's Mausoleum coming up once more. Saw this stage a lot in earlier sets. Had to see how it benefits IncredibleMeh here, who chooses it as his counter pick.
Well, if they don't get rid of if they don't expose the trampoline, then I think it greatly benefits Meh here. We're going to see how that works out. But, man, I've never seen IncredibleMeh not win. For him to get third, that would be shocking.
Yeah, not even second.
So, and I can tell you this. If ColdWeather wins this set, he is going to pop, because this has been a long time coming. Oh, but that doesn't matter that much. Good job. Great,
awesome
great
block.
play. Yeah. That was about the best thing that could have happened for ColdWeather there.
Yeah. Very well done. And this is one of those stages. So we talked about like breaking the pillars on DNA Lab. Finally that rush coming out. Oh, but he got greedy.
Yeah,
he got so greedy with that.
Well, he was in the air, so he thought maybe my best shot's probably to hit him. And Meh just said, I think he's going to have to hit me. So he just waited. Not as much damage as the regular, but I mean, he had it. He had it, and he just missed it. He's going to get a little bit from breaking the shield, but
not enough.
Yeah, not what he was looking for on that rush.
See about half health right now for ColdWeather. This is one of those situations where you might want to just be thinking about the next game, but I think when your back's this much to the wall, you got to be trying to make the most out of every game that you can. Finally goes for the grab. It's not going to happen, and that will end the first round, I believe. Yeah, there we go.
You know what? You know what ColdWeather may have done? He may have made opened himself up with a grab, thinking if I need grabs to win, and if I do this, it's obvious, and he can just rush and get him to burn the rush before the next match starts. Because Meh could have clocked him and kept the rush for round 2. So I think that's a misplay on Meh's part personally. That he didn't clock him and keep the rush for round 2, because there's probably no way ColdWeather was going to bring it back in 17 seconds. But here we are. So let's see if ColdWeather can keep the rush advantage here. Right now, Meh's getting the advantage. And it looks like he's already built it past him.
See these guys zapping, nothing really coming of it. Now he's trying to, he tried to break it, but unfortunately he was just a little bit off. And that's the kind of thing that can break your heart.
Yeah, and he was just barely in reach, so he would have had to dash back and punch it, which would have broken the grab but not punished him. And Meh is making work of ColdWeather now. He said, this is my counter pick, and I'm going to make you pay for not winning the first game. And there it is. So move on to grand finals. Congrats to Meh. ColdWeather played valiantly. No ifs, ands, or buts around it, but